Great. I didn't cook, so it was wonderful.
Oh, nice. I got sick. My family got me sick, but that was it.
Oh no, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's just funny. We all kind of parted ways and we were all sick after a day.
Man.
Did you just stay where you're at, or did you have to travel?
No, we had some close friends here, and we just went over there, and they made everything because they knew I was a bit stressed with school, and so like, oh, we'll take care of it. Thank you. This is what good friends are for.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it was nice just to relax. But of course, now after having a weekend of relaxation, I'm very unmotivated.
I know, right? You're like, I'm done.
Yep. So how'd you do?
Oh, good. I missed the last one, but I think I know what the right answer is. I don't know why I
Okay.
put what I did, but yeah,
Sounds
that's
good.
easy. So
Yeah, I got 100, so I can help you out with that one. Yay.
yeah, I think it's supposed to be positive strong, and I did positive weak. So, but
Okay.
that's that
Well,
was
I'd have to look at it. I just know which one it is. I didn't write down the. Yeah, I didn't write down the answer. I just put third one. So.
that works. Sounds good. Whatever Taylor is.
Showing up here in a minute, hopefully.
Yeah.
Have you done the homework quiz?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Since I'm not supposed to help you, but just a warning, there's a lot of review. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Weird.
scared. I was like, what is this? No, I don't want to switch gears in my head. I had to, so good luck.
Okay. Great. Sounds good. I will be prepared.
Yeah. So you were right. It's positive strong for 10.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you figured it out.
Yay.
Did you get the email? The teacher emailed me, and I didn't know if she emailed you guys too with the design, the study back.
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Okay, I'll just forward it on to you guys. She said it sounded good this time around, so good job, Rebecca.
Yay.
And
Easy. I don't know.
yeah, I think it will
Just
be too. I think it'll be easier than other things we could do, and I'm all for easy at this point. So
yeah. I could
okay.
just like ask a ton of people in my ward, married student ward, their heights or something, and
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, and she said to make it random. You know, you can assign people after. I think I'm going to do it after I have all the inches and whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then assign your data to like a certain number, and then put that number into a random sampler thing. She has the link and everything in that email. That way, it is
Okay.
completely random. The data that we
Yeah.
use to, or have for our assignment. Anyway, it didn't sound too complicated the way she said it.
All right. That sounds good.
Wait, let's do.
Maybe I'll try inviting him again.
Fine.
Maybe I did it wrong.
You know, my Christmas boxes in the background.
Right.
Hey guys.
Wait.
Hey there.
Let's see.
Were you able to finish it?
Yeah, I'm getting to it right now. Did you guys do pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, I am here.
Great.
All right. Do you have questions on anything?
Um, 3 and 4. I didn't get.
Okay. Okay, I remember reading about those in the book, and
Yeah.
I went back through actually on these questions to make sure I was getting them right. And in the book, it says the correlation coefficient is used to quantify the direction and strength of the linear relationship. So you want to know how
Oh,
strong and linear everything is.
okay. So in the book it says like the direction and strength of the linear relationship. So 3.
Yeah.
See. Okay.
And then with the fourth one, I took pictures of parts of the book, and it wanted like the answer things that you can click on, and it shows you the answer to the questions. It had a bunch of this kind of information.
Uh-huh.
And it says if the correlation coefficient is negative when one variable increases, and then it tells you the other variable to decrease.
Okay, so like it tells you that like at the very end of it.
Yeah, like well, I think it was near the beginning, but yeah, I think it goes through it several times. It tells you that in the book, at various spots about how they kind of coincide together.
Okay. So the other variable tends to decrease then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've heard increase. I guess okay, but that makes more sense though. And did you guys get them all right?
Yeah, I did. And Rebecca only missed one. She did awesome. Go her.
Nice.
Did you have any other ones?
The only other one. So I missed 4 on this one.
Okay.
So I missed 3, 4. Let me see. 8 and 7.
Okay. So 7 was the direction and strength between weight and duration.
Yeah.
Okay, that was on an Excel thing. Yeah, Old Faithful.
The Excel.
Uh-huh. And with the Excel sheet they gave us with the quantitative inference, we did all that information in the Excel.
Uh-huh.
If you go down a little bit, it gives you the box, not box plot, but the whatever it's called, I think.
Yeah.
Gives you the little chart that tells you if it's that we've been looking at with this lesson. I can't think of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you just scroll down a little bit, it'll have it on there. And if it's like going, I took a picture of it too. I have it all on my phone. If it's going to the right, I think.
Okay.
You see the picture here. Yeah, it's going like to the right, like this direction. And up, it's positive and strong because it's kind of a line rather than all over. I think I'm right thinking that way. Anyway, so it's positive and strong.
Because it's headed towards the right, you said?
Mm-hmm. Kind of going in one line-ish, kind of. It's not all over the place.
Uh-huh.
So that means it's strong.
And that means it's strong and
And positive.
Oh, and positive. Sweet. And yeah, I was really confused on 8 when it says methods scatter plots with the correlation coefficients.
Okay. I kind of used what the book was saying too. It would say, you know, your R is going to be between -1 and +1. And it said in there somewhere, if it's like a completely straight line going positive, it would be 1, and a completely straight line going negative, it'd be -1. And then you just kind of have to read the plots and decide if they're positive or negative by the way they're going. If they're going right and up, or if they're going down. Because if they're going up, then they're going to, or right and up, it's going to be positive. If they're going down, it's going to be negative. So that kind of helps you categorize some of the charts a little bit easier.
Okay. So that using that information. And kind of like number 2, that would be like down going left. So that'll be negative.
No, that would be positive. It's going.
Oh, because
look at the numbers. It's going towards the 8, and it's also going up towards the 8. On the 2 corners
I see that.
plots, and so it would be. So 2 would be a positive number, and it has to, since it's a positive, it'll be between 0 and 1, because that's positive numbers. So you have to look for the numbers on the left between 0 and 1. So you only have 0.95 for 2 because that's the only one between 0 and 1.
Because
For
that's
2.
the only one.
Mm-hmm.
And like not that one, but 4 would be more on the negative side.
Yeah.
Because it's
4
going from down
because
to up
yeah,
on the left
and
side.
and they said that with like a completely straight line, it's going to be like the whole -1 or the whole 1 when it's just a completely straight line. When it's completely linear, it's going to be one of those. And since 4 is going down that way, yeah, it would be -1 because it's completely
going
straight
down.
line and it's -1.
Okay, that's making more sense now.
Yeah, so like the first one's 2, we talked about that one, and then the next one, the -0.6.
Wait, let me see. Yeah, -0.6.
Okay, so that one's going to be F because you kind of have stuff that's just a little bit everywhere, but it's still going down and negative. So you'd have to find one that's between -1 and 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I think.
And since it's going downwards, but it's like scattered around,
yeah,
that would be more on the -6 side.
Mm-hmm.
Negatives.
You got like 2 and 6. And 3 is 0 because it's just everywhere. There's no linear line or anything like that. And this is how I figured it out. So I don't know if it's like technically correct. Rebecca can like correct me if she figured it out a different way.
Uh-huh.
But that's just kind of how I figured it out. So it would be like 2, 6, and then 3. And then the next one, 1, would be number 1 because you have a straight line going in a positive direction.
Positive towards the 8.
Yeah. And so it would be just 1 because it's a completely linear straight line.
Uh-huh. And then -0.95 would be 5.
Yeah.
Because like E.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of like scattered a little bit, but it's going like it's a negative.
Mm-hmm.
It's going towards kind of the 8.
Yeah.
So if I got 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sorry, I'm looking here. So I've got for 0.95, I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
-0.6 is 6. 0 is 3. 1 is 1. -0.95 is 5. And then -1 is 4.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I have.
It gets kind of set up differently when you answer it. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how you figure it out, is just figuring out which way it's going, positive or negative, and then how the plot charts kind of look.
Yeah.
And putting it in there that way.
Yeah, that's an easy way to figure this out. Especially because I don't know, like I always get confused on the charts sometimes. Because like sometimes yeah.
Directions and stuff can be kind of tricky.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that really helped out a lot. To like know what direction and where it can go where and everything.
Mm-hmm. And they have a bunch of like these kind of pictures in the textbook to kind of look off of for examples.
Mm-hmm. A bunch of pictures to kind of like look at it and
just get familiar with what a positive one would look like. And anyway, any other ones you had a question on? Are you good?
That is it.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much for the help.
Oh, not a problem. And Rebecca's sick, so give her a I take it easy day.
An easy day today.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
eating all the turkey and everything too for Thanksgiving.
all right. Well, I will forward the email that Mr. Wilkinson sent me about the group project stuff, and it's mostly just approved, and he has suggestions and links and stuff on there. So I'll give it. Sure, you guys are getting it, and we'll go from there.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds great. Awesome.
All right.
And so are we meeting again Thursday? Or yeah, it's Thursday. Is that correct? Thursday morning or Thursday after I get off work?
Yeah, that works.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You guys have a good day.
All right, you too.